What it do, what it do. Welcome to another one over here, Game Chopping TV. Tap in, like, comment, and subscribe because we chopping this game over here, man. And I had to tap into this one, man. I had to speak up on it. When I saw the clip, when I heard the clip, and what we talking about? That boy Cameron, they on that podcast that him and May Scott, that show him and May Scott. And they were speaking up on, like Latinos saying the N-word, things like that. And basically Mace asked Cameron how he felt about it. But in this clip, though, it's kind of merged in with Fat Joe speaking on the usage of the N-word from Latinos, different things like that. And, I'm going to be going back and forth in the video real quick, just kind of breaking this stuff down on what they saying. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into it. Fair use, by the way. Fair use. Let's hear this. And like I say, I'm gonna break it down. I'm about to break it down. We gotta get to the bottom of this. Check this out.
Cam, do you think Spanish people ain't say my nigga?
I'm not mad at them. They didn't say anything as us to me. Me personally, I got a bunch of Spanish niggas that I'm.
See that? Now this is where it becomes a problem already. This is where as black people, we've been too guilty of. Because if you see, first offhand, you see guys damn near stumbling. The thing is, we gotta, we gotta get off of this because the only credibility we have to it is just to say, it's almost a thing of, I don't want to hurt my Spanish friends' feelings, and make them feel like they can't say what I'm saying so they can feel cool too. You hear, it's not a thing of, of course it's wrong for them to say the word, but I got a bunch of Spanish friends, they can say the same thing, let's be honest, it's wrong. Morally, they know it's wrong, and we all know it's wrong, We got to skip over to wanting them to feel cool, accepted, and so we can continue to be friends part of it, because if that's what it takes for us, for y'all to have some kind of friendship, then I mean that's it's already on the wrong side of things right then and there, and so we got to stop that as far as worried about making the person of another race not feel like make it like you're wrong for saying that or feeling like they shouldn't say it. Because that's all it really is. It's like, let you say something that I know is really degrading, so you won't feel bad that I feel like you can't say it or that you're wrong, that you're saying it. See that? That's one thing, and that's why he's stumbling, because it don't make sense. Let's continue though.
Cool with the same, but don't get it fucked up. It's some Spanish niggas too. There's prejudice too,
and he couldn't leave that out. You hear what he's trying to say is that, so don't get it wrong. See, he's being too modest about it. It's wrong is wrong, but don't get it wrong. There's some Spanish people. He's trying to say Spanish people that'll say, the thing is, those same Latinos turn around and call you the hard N-word as soon as they get mad. So how are you, if you can't be like me that feel the same way about that word, if you'll turn around and out of spite or your anger, you'll show me that how different we really are, because we are different. We got to admit that we are different. We can't let them come around and say the N-word just so they could feel equal to us or just as cool as us when it's not right. It's wrong. And so that's what I'm saying, because at any moment they let them tell the truth and get mad. You the hard ER and I'm not. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's wrong in so many ways. Forget trying to make somebody feel comfortable to hang out with you and to feel cool with you using. Nah, because like I said, when they get mad enough, they'll show you how different we really are. And how they really, really, really feel, because they know it's wrong to be saying it anyway. So you see, he had to even tell the truth on that. He had to.
Like a fucking Monos. You know what I'm saying? So it depends on who you're around, but I'm not against Spanish people saying that because I grew up with Spanish people. And don't get it neither. It's black people who don't like.
And you see that? All that I grew up with. So, right and right is wrong still. That's got something to do with race and history here in America. Just to be loaning out the word for them to feel comfortable just because they're your friend or your buddy. There's certain things about their culture they're not going to let you even play with or touch. And if you do, all bets off. But all this, they my homies, they my buddies and all that. You know, that's that New York stuff, man. It's, you know, they come up around a bunch of them type of people like that. But it's really, these Latino people have so much vitriol and anger for black people. What do you mean? Very much anger and vitriol. Then they'll turn around and try to say they're white. At any moment, they'll sit around and turn them Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, all that. They'll turn around and say they're white. That's what I'm trying to. I mean, how? That's why it's not right. Can you stop somebody from saying it? No, not. You know, unless you want to just go out your way to try to. But I mean, you know, but for the most part, that you just when they do it, you see how wrong they are, and ain't no justifying it. But oh, that's my homeboy, and oh, that's all you really saying. That's my homie, man, and I don't want to leave him out or make him feel left out, and like, he can't say it. You know, come on, why? Like, anyway, that's just like saying it's not my homeboy, and I don't want him to not feel like he can't sock me. I mean, you know, come on, right and right is wrong. Come on, if you're willing to sock you or say the N-word, why you wanna? How is that a homie? Come on.
Spanish people saying as well.
Let's speak about Latinos not being.
Oh yeah, and then see, here go Fat Joe. Here go Fat Joe. See, that's what I'm saying. He's one of those people who basically benefits from probably, you know, most like being around black people who didn't want to make him feel left out or didn't, you know, want to make it feel like it's a problem that he's saying the N-word, so they let him get away with it. For the sake of, that's my Spanish homeboy. And now listen to him.
Like, Latinos are black. In Cuba at one time there was 8 million Cubans. 5 million, unfortunately, were slaves. 3 million.
No, I hear what he's trying to say, but there's too many of them now to sit there and say they're white or they're not, you know, that. And they don't have to claim black because that's the thing about it. They're not that type of black to be saying the N-word. Let them be whatever, you know, because they switch on and off. When the heat's really up, they'll turn around. Oh, I'm Latino. I'm Puerto Rican. You know, they know how to win, what time it is to separate themselves. But he's trying to look cool and sound cool right now in the interview, using the culture. So we're black. Yeah, see, he knows it's time to say, you know, we're black. But see, that's the thing about it. We've seen too many times over the years when y'all turn that blackness off. That's the difference. So
Million were actual Cubans, and they integrated and had babies. Same thing with Puerto Rico. When you go to Lower East Side, you talk about something here that came from the motherland, Africa.
nah.
Sometimes, like,
And see, that's what them people turn that black stuff off and they turn it on when it's beneficial. Like, he's trying to keep and stay relevant in the rap game, the black culture. He know what we on right now. We not feeling all this stuff talking about some Puerto Rican Latinos and talking about y'all started hip hop. This is the same thing basically what black people have been doing, giving the card away to say, oh no, that's my Spanish homeboy. I don't want him to feel left out. And he know when we was rapping, he was right there applauding us, man. That's my homeboy. It's one of those things, and the Spanish and Latino people, they play on it. They play on, you know, because black people having such a soft heart to not want to offend their buddies that's sitting up there doing something that they know they shouldn't be doing anyway. But just to stay in good graces, continue being friends, you're allowing them to do it. And now you got people like Fat Joe who says something like this.
Latinos might even identify themselves with African and black culture more than black people.
Now you see what I'm trying to say? They'll act out the culture that they see from what we put out. They'll act it out because they don't have to face the consequences as like we do. We don't even have. That's the thing about it is, hell, we kind of have gotten away from even trying to act so this and that because we're the ones who always ends up being the bad guy. See, what he's talking about, yeah, they play with the culture, N-word, 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 and dress like us and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, N-word, and all, just saying it, just playing the word out, right? You know what I'm saying? But then when things get real and something really goes down, the police is grabbing the black person. They're not even going. This is a while before they even get to the Latino wannabe white person, who's not seen as much of a threat because they're not going to challenge white supremacy. When something goes down, they're going to stand on the side of white supremacy against the black person. That's from the penitentiaries to cases that's going on, like with the Carmelo Anthony. Go look at how many Latinos, you know what I'm saying, are standing on that side. Or just with any of these other cases that's happened. George Zimmerman was a white Latino. You see what I'm saying? I mean, so they have a track record of bad business, if you ask me. But out of the sake of black people thinking that they got Latino friends or non-black friends, they don't want to upset them and make them feel like they're, shouldn't be using, or basically they just don't want to offend them. Because that's what's going to happen. It's not like the Latino person, even if their friends say something to them about it, it's not going to be oh, you know what, man, my bad, I am wrong, man, man, let me, my bad. And it's not going to be that. They're going to get offended, and that's all it is that the black person who's got a Latino, who's trying to have a Latino homeboy, and all he's doing is saving the friendship for something devilish that they're doing. Because if he says something to him like, I don't feel comfortable with you saying that, blah, blah, they're just going to get offended. They're going to get offended, and you're going to lose. Then they're not going to be your friend, and that's good. That's good. They're going to act like you're wrong for not wanting them to say that to you or around you. You see what I'm saying? That's all, and that's what black people have been doing, trying to hold on to some fake friendships that's not there. Talking about you're my homie, you can say the word, and now it's gotten out of hand. Like I say, now Fat Joe saying stupid stuff like that. When every time something goes down, the black person is the first one to get the heat. So it's not. It kind of goes back to something David Banner has said, because that girl, Vicky, it's something Nasty V was talking about somehow a white girl more hood than David Banner, and then he said something real. He said, she's talking like that, but at the end of the day, I'm the big mean black guy. And that's so real. And that's the same thing right there. You can say all Latinos act out or basically that's what they do, to act out black culture more than we do. Yeah, because nobody's not going to see you. Nobody see you guys as a threat. Because you turn the black card off as soon as you confront it enough. You turn the black card off, and you're Puerto Rican, you're Mexican, you're you're everything else but that when the heat really comes on. That's the difference. We can't turn the black. Real ones like myself, reparations now, because you see, we can't turn. I'm one of them ones, foundational black American, the real ones that has never been able to turn the black card off, blackness off. Never tried to, never thought about it. It's never been a thought to do it. But y'all do. So that's why I have a problem. Oh, I don't respect it. When you get to come around doing all that N-word stuff, I just know you sideways. You're sideways. You're just and I don't want to be around you. Because, like I say, y'all turn that off. Y'all don't stand on business. Like I say, when it really go down, we stand in the blackness and represent it when going through fighting all of y'all along with the white people against us. Come on, man. I ain't with it, man. Y'all, we need to, as black people, we got to stop all that. Because that's all it is. You just don't want to offend your homeboy, your Spanish homeboy, or white homeboy, whatever. You're sitting there making yourself look like a fool. He's up here hollering the N-word around you all day. Come on, man. But that's my take. They know they wrong. Everyone really knows it's wrong. But, if black, it's up to black people to, you offend your friends. You're going to have to offend your friends because that's all you're not trying not to do. But anyway, man, like I say, there's stuff about their culture that they're not going to even let you touch or even speak on. But that's my take on it, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know what y'all think about it. Of course, non-blacks always try to find stupid ways to justify saying something that they know is disrespectful. And like I say, you one of them ones that I don't trust if you're on that type of time. Because, you know what you know. But anyway, yeah, we say, oh, you guys, yeah, we say it amongst each other in a different way. And we don't have we don't never turn around at some point and say, oh, I'm not black. Oh, I'm not black. Oh, the fake ones do. And they have, of course, now you got those that say, oh, I'm Jamaican, I'm Haitian. And, they'll run from it too. That's what I say. The only difference with them is if they're seen first offhand, they're going to be looked at as that, unless they're dressed a certain way. But then even them, I'm this and that, Caribbean, Jamaican. But that's not about them. We talking about Latinos. So right now, though, that's my take on it, man. You know what I'm saying? And I stand on that, man. That's y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, though, man. Like I say, real quick, and I know people say, oh, yeah, y'all say, yes, we say it amongst each other, like I just said. Yes, we do. In a non-degrading way. We don't turn around and get mad at it and then call each other the N, a hard N-word like that, and mean it in the most, we just don't, we don't do that. Y'all do. That's the difference. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Another one over here, Game Chopping TV. Tap in, like, comment, and subscribe, because we chopping this game over here, man.